As if 20 below zero and the paralyzing wind chill factor wasn't enough, the hapless Midwest was devastated by exploding snow this week, and residents were warned to stay indoors until the storm had passed.
Election 84 with the NNTN News Team. Here's Bob Giles at the anchor desk.
From Hollywood to Hoboken, from Boise to the Bronx, from all across America, good evening. Although we're still a number of months away from the time the polls close in most of the country, it still pays to check in with some of the results that we do have at this time in these exciting political contests. So, without further delay, let's go to Steve Casper with the Senate races. Stephen?
Nothing yet. We still don't know who the candidates are in some states, let alone who the winners are. Back to you, Bob.
Is that confirmed? Do we have confirmation? Wonderful. Well, in the big one, the race for the president, we have our first winner of the evening, and I believe we are the first ones with this prediction. NNTN computers project Ronald Reagan to be the winner of the presidential contest, with just 0% of the vote counted. That means that he'll remain in office for the next 4 years. Are we ready? Good. Let's go now to Reagan headquarters at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Washington, D.C., and Frosty Kimmel. Frosty?
Bob, the Reagan people are taking a very cautious approach to our NNTN projection. So cautious that they haven't even shown up here yet. But when they do, I'll be here.
That's very exciting, Frosty. Stay with it. And you stay with us. We'll have more exciting results, plus a look at that fierce three-way battle in Missouri in a moment.
It's the greatest video arcade game of all time. Battle the evil Drews in a fight to the death. So realistic, you'll think you've stumbled into Drew's territory. And the Drews doesn't fool around. He'll fight you inch for every square inch of Lebanese homeland. He'll even throw himself on a live grenade just to make you sick. But as long as you keep your guard up and your rockets firing, you've always got a chance. Drews from Danny Thomas Toy.
Hi, welcome to another installment of Snigglets. Now, a sniglet, of course, is any word that should be in the dictionary but isn't. For instance, we all know that one skier who never bothers to take off his lift tickets. That person is a gangloot. Those filthy accumulations of ice and snow on the undersides of cars are called fenderbirds. The Flotta factor states that when you buy $16 worth of gas, the last 10 cents takes longer to arrive than the first 15.90. The gauge on a steering column that tells you what gear you're in is the Prendle. Wet, bleached, ruined money found at the end of the laundry cycle is known as deterrency. Finally, the fear that a kid is holding a snowball with your name on it is called glaciophobia. Remember, we can always use new Snigglets. It's a free T-shirt if we use it on the air. That's Snigglets, Post Office Box 2350, Hollywood, California, 90078. That's the new address.
At a benefit earlier this week, First Lady Nancy Reagan almost walked off with a valuable art print. But an eagle-eyed security guard caught her just in time. The print will now be auctioned off for charity. Now this.
Look at this stunning portrait of Ferdinand Marcos. And here's his lovely wife, Imelda. Beautiful enough to be United States postal stamps. And now they are.
Hi, I'm here to introduce you to our new commemorative stamp series, Right-Wing Dictators of the World. 32 full-color portraits of America's favorite dictators, past and present. Designed specially for the Postal Service by UN Ambassador Jean Kirkpatrick. Portraits so beautiful, you'd want them in your own home. Here's Nicaragua's Anastasio Somoza, the Shah of Iran, Augusto Pinochet of Chile, and of course my favorites, the Duvaliers of Haiti, Papa Doc and Baby Doc, plus many, many more. So come on down to the post office and put a leader on your letter.
Coming next, America's favorite war criminals.
$2 to clear his driveway. What a great deal. He didn't tell me where he lived.
Want to buy some gin? Hey, Ron. Hey.
Mao, Mao, he's our man. If he can't do it, Buddha can. Buddha, Buddha, he's our man. If he can't do it, Deng Xiaoping can. He's our man. If he can't do it.
Even in its short existence, the Environmental Protection Agency has provided us with many sparkling moments, like the time Rita Lavelle testified before the Senate. The date, February 24th, 1983. Lavelle, administrator of the EPA Superfund, was played a tape and asked to identify the voices on it.
I'll give you $5 to ignore the dioxin cleanup program.
Make it 7.
Okay, it's a deal.
Sound like some of my program people.
That's not what the senators wanted to hear. As a result, she was canned. I'm Mitchell Lawrence with an EPA moment, another in our series of capital offenses.
Mom and Pop had a problem. Their phone didn't work. So they called us at American Bell. But we don't fix phones anymore. Now, we're AT&T Information System. So instead of fixing their phone, we installed $950,000 worth of high-tech equipment, putting them in instant telecommunications with Mom and Pop Zurich and Mom and Pop Tokyo. Unfortunately, Mom and Pop couldn't pay our bill, so we absorbed them. And you're next. AT&T. We'll be a monopoly again. Soon.
AT&T will be a monopoly again.
This just in. President Reagan lashed out at critics today who claim he's leading us down the road toward Orwell's 1984. Now, this.
Your rights. They're pretty darn important things. Free speech, freedom of religion, public assembly,